It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Rockets in Houston. And for Houston, now this is a grudge match. They lost in the conference finals against this squad last season. It could get chippy. Both teams tonight more than capable of putting up points. Shaq, what do you think will be the deciding advantage?
Well, you have to try to dictate the tempo, play at your pace. This will be a game of streaks, so you have to prepare yourself mentally for that.
Well, you can't just score. You have to be efficient. Big shots down the stretch could be the difference, Ernie, and that will set you free.
We are ready for game time. Let's go to Kevin Harlan for the opening tip.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. It's Western Conference time for the traveling Golden State Warriors today. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And back in action is Kevin Durant. They are more than happy he's suited up and ready to play. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, we know James Harden hits that step-back three a lot, and Mike D'Antoni says most coaches would think, okay, he had a tough shot, live with it. That's some hard living. But it's one of the most lethal shots in the game. Kevin?
Yeah, with that pump fake, he can get to the free throw line too, D.A. There's just no answer. Tonight, a great backcourt matchup, Doris. When you were going up against another talented guard in college basketball, did that change your approach at all?
Well, you certainly knew when you were looking opposite somebody who had a skill set and a talent level that was going to challenge you for the full 48-minute game. And obviously, it raised the level of intensity. Your interest was piqued, and you want to show out against the best players. So certainly on the night you know you're going against an all-star type player, believe me, it's personal.
They take the challenge. All great players do. They want the challenge, don't they?
No doubt.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Jones is out there with Bell, and it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Clock at 4. Thompson misses. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Rockets. And the pass to Harden. Outside Anthony. Kicks it to Capella. Pass to Harden from downtown. That shot off. Good D by Thompson. Outside Curry. Pass to Durant. He feeds it to Bell. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo!
Al Harden turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Here's Chris. That 3 off the mark. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Curry against Paul. Curry passes to Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Durant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Chris. Curry against Paul. 5 to shoot. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the future Hall of Famer loves to dish the rock. Paul has a pass-first mentality. He makes everyone around him better.
And that was an Unleashed Chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here's Thompson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. It's stolen by Anthony. He kicks to Harden. Launches a 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, they're simply having trouble getting their legs underneath them, right? They're just 1 for 5 to start things off.
And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And he gets the bucket. Bell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I'll tell you, nothing like having excellent interior position and the athleticism to finish. Jordan Bell, step to the mic, sir.
Thompson against Harden. From the arc. That shot off, and Golden State will go the other way with it. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
Connects from three-point range.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Shoots the 3. Kept alive by Houston. That's a 2 from Paul, and that one comes up a bit short.
Boy, terrific defense to impact the shot, not giving him any space at all.
Outside, Jones. Back to Curry. Outside Durant. Over Chris. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Curry. Durant's got 5 now.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
You know, what you love about Kevin Durant is he has established himself as a top 2 player in the NBA. But the reality is he's never forgotten where he's come from. His charity work, his commitment to the communities and to the places that have shaped him. It's really kind of cool, Kevin.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Here's Capella. The Warriors making the shot. To end the run, Bell with the block.
Well, the high motor, versatile defender, Jordan Bell, twice on the pipes.
Curry kicks to Thompson. From about 19 feet, rebounded by Capella. And in 2013, there was a series of commercials calling Durant the nicest guy in the NBA.
Well, let's remember, Kevin, at that time he was a beloved figure in Oklahoma City. He remains tight with a number of staff members there just because of the kind of person and the kind of professional he was. What you love about Kevin Durant is he's a top 2 player in the NBA. But in terms of his charity work, he is right there as well.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the Rockets pick up 3. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Paul looking over the floor. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, he's a guy that can adapt and adjust to any defense he's up against. It's really something to watch.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Durant. Shot on the wing, and the Warriors tack on 2 more. Rockets trail by 12. To the middle. Here's Capella, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Capella's got his second basket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, picks up that second foul very early in this game. He's going to have to tread lightly for the rest of this half.
Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Thompson. Curry against Paul. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
How about Steph Curry, guys? You look at the superstar beginnings. Think about he was born in Akron, Ohio, the same city as, of course, the great LeBron James. In fact, born in the same hospital, just 39 months apart. Something in the water over there, guys.
And the first one at the line is good. And talking about Curry's start, his parents were tremendous athletes themselves.
That's exactly right. His father, Dell, played 16 seasons in the NBA. His mom was a standout volleyball player. His sister was too. Athleticism runs in the family. Those are some pretty good genes.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
What I love about Stephen Curry is the pure joy he gets from playing the game of basketball. He will put everything on the line every single night he's on the floor.
Timeout called the Rockets. We now have rules, Doris, that protect shooters from defenders stepping underneath them. But what about when the defender leaves his feet and the offensive player steps underneath and tries to draw the foul?
Well, I think one of the things that we have to look at is, okay, we certainly do not want the defender to have unnatural movements which place him underneath the feet of the shooter, because that's where injuries can happen. On the other side of the equation, and this has become problematic to me, you see far too many shooters either jump unnaturally outside of what should be a straight up and down shooting motion, or guys who kick their legs sideways in an attempt to draw contact and fall over. But Kev, this is where officiating is about feel, touch, and vision.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 14. Iguodala with the steal. The pass to Curry. Kicks it to Bell. Back to Curry. There's the 3. Here's Durant. Over Green. And another basket for Golden State.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
Outside Gordon. And Harden now, top of the key. Over Livingston. That one doesn't go. The Warriors go the other way with it.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
2 points. That one goes.
And how about 6 of 8 with that one? And there is no slowing down this young man.
The 3 from Harden. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got his first 3 points of the game.
A ragged start for him offensively, but he'll take it. It brings him to 1 of 8 from the field.
Curry is inside. Guarded by Harden. Durant, no good. Rockets trail by 15. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Iguodala against Green. And the rejection by Iguodala.
Boy, the suffocating defense of Andre Iguodala, so important to his team. Really good job timing the shot there. Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
Here is Harden. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Harden kicks to Green. To the paint. Houston moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. He can't hit that time. Good D by Bell.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Curry on the wing. Over Nene. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
And it's Durant missing.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer is right on target.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Iguodala against Green. It's Iguodala with the drive. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, Kev, you love the determined nature of Andre Iguodala. Even when he gets bodied, he's willing to power through it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. James Ennis, he'll check in for Green. And then for Golden State, Jerebko comes in for Kevin Durant. And Cook subbed in for Steph Curry. And that one misses.
Well, back-to-back titles for the Golden State Warriors since the arrival of Kevin Durant. You think about the Western Conference Finals a year ago, the Rockets gave them a run for their money, but no one able to impede the progress of this championship procession.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the score by Houston.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Plays it up and banks it in. Livingston's got his first bucket in this one.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Harden outside, the dish to Gordon. And here's Tucker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Here is Cook, guarded by Harden. Cook, good. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making a lot of steals, forcing turnovers.
The steals thing is just something that I've always had a knack for doing, and just I think it's because I watch so much basketball.
Well, you hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits, what they like to do, gives him a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. They've got Livingston, Jonas Jerebko out there with Bell, and there's Iguodala. And it's Cook in at the point. Now here's Harden after the miss from Andre Iguodala. Harden with it. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket. And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
Jones checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. Free throw good, James Harden. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
Iguodala. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And Tucker has it in the corner. And the lead is down inside single digits. Tucker's got 6 points.
I'll tell you, they're willing to give him that shot, and he takes advantage of it.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. And Jones sends it back, and he gets it back. This one for three. Harden, no good.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And the shot is good. Cook's got his second bucket.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
Now a timeout called by Houston, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Chris comes in for P.J. Tucker. Anthony's checked in for Gordon. And Paul's subbed in for James Harden. Jerebko kicks to Jones. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Well, I just love the hard-nosed attitude of Andre Iguodala. When he's on the interior, he's so good at getting the defense to foul him.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The free throw drops for Iguodala. Andre Iguodala had some versatility coming into the league, but Doris, he's now developed into the ultimate chameleon.
Well, Steve Kerr calls Andre Iguodala maybe the smartest player he's ever coached. And think about since he's entered the league, he's become stronger and a more consistent shooter. He understands exactly what the team needs moment to moment. This guy's completely unselfish, makes the right plays. I mean, this guy is a perfect player for any system.
And you look at Andre Iguodala, the first ever player to win a Finals MVP without starting a single game in the regular season.
That tells you something about his unselfishness and, at the same time, his under-the-radar impact on winning. His willingness to accept that six-man role right from the beginning, I really feel helped set the tone in that Warriors locker room.
Oh, Melo just reading the play the right way, put in the extra effort to come up with such a nice block.
His first shot coming late. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Warriors leading by 11. Cook kicks to Jerebko. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Passes it to Iguodala. 6 to shoot. Over Chris. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Here's Paul. Rebounded by Jerebko.
Oh, just incredible, that spin. Shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
Here's Iguodala. He's off on that one. And the Rockets take it the other way. They host the Kings after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Just so fluid on all his shots. No hesitation from Melo on the catch and shoot.
Here is Cook. A 14-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. Jones dishes to Thompson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, Klay Thompson, such a perfect fit on the Warriors. A versatile defender, can score playing off the ball, and just plays the game the right way.
The Warriors have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. First one falls for him. And is there any doubt Klay Thompson could go to another team and average 30 points a game as the main offensive weapon?
Yeah, but, he's not an attention seeker, and that's just not his personality. He knows it's more fun to play for a winner.
Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. Kevin Durant's checked in for Golden State. And so Thompson nails both of them.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Paul finds Green. Back to Paul. Launches it. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Durant, the pass to Jerebko. Back to Durant. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Taken away by Anthony. And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. Curry with some nice D.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
Green against Thompson. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson for the triple. Rockets with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ball against Curry. Over in the corner, Green. That shot off the mark. Good D by Thompson. Warriors leading by 8. Curry kicks to Jones. Over Chris, and it's Jones. That time on the assist by Curry. Jones has got his first 2 points. Paul finds Green. Back to Paul. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. The three-pointer, no good. Thompson against Green. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Curry passes it to Jerebko. He dishes it to Thompson. Over Green. That misses off the backboard.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Here's Paul. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Kev, just great instincts. He knows what to do when he gets near the rim. Love to watch this guy work.
Pass to Jerebko. Back to Curry. There's the three. It's good from long range. Curry's got 13.
That's a play that Stephen Curry relies on, and for good reason, right? The ball handler in pick and roll, excellent decision maker, can manipulate the defense. Go to work, Steph. We like watching.
Now here's Green. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Tries it from the top of the key. He squares up and sinks it. And the Warriors lead by 11.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Now here's Green. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 6 points for Klay Thompson.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Court vision, Doris, one of those intangible skills. You had it when you played, and when it comes to seeing the floor, I'm sure you have people that impress you with the way they see what's going on.
Kevin, I feel very lucky and fortunate to have witnessed one of the seminal players of his generation and arguably the greatest passer in the history of the NBA, and that's LeBron James. I mean, this guy's ability to make any pass, to put a 50-foot pass on a rope from one side of the floor, maybe from the hash mark to the opposite corner, and put it in the shooting pocket of different players is mind-boggling. At the center spot, you've got the young and talented and pass-first center of Nikola Jokic. And then, of course, the man who, to me, for a 10-year stretch, was the best pure point guard in the NBA, and that's Chris Paul. And listen, historically, some of the guys I loved watching, Steve Nash, John Stockton, I loved Mo Cheeks. Listen, I'm very partial to men who want to distribute the basketball and who take special relish in watching guys score baskets off their work.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Marquise Chris. And it's Gordon in for Carmelo Anthony. And so Paul nails both of them. And Greg, another free agent this past summer was Chris Paul. Many unsure of what his plans might be, but he made them very clear in a hurry.
Paul signing very early in free agency with the Rockets. Huge 4-year deal worth $160 million. Rockets are in win-now mode, and we're willing to commit the money to Paul to give them a shot at winning a title in the next few seasons.
Here is Durant after Eric Gordon's bucket. Thompson misses.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Free throw line jump shot. Tucker can't get it to go. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. They led by as many as 18 points. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Rockets trail by 12. Over in the corner, Green buries the long-range jumper. Green's got 5.
Gentlemen, this guy goes from good three-point shooter to great when you give him that kind of space.
Back to Livingston. Pass to Curry. Takes the 3. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now here's Green. 5 points in the game. 1:16 left in the first half. Great open look there. And that's 11 points for Klay Thompson.
Boy, that mid-range J is so nice. Klay Thompson, automatic.
Ball against Bell. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Paul.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
And you think about how the Warriors attracted Kevin Durant to the team and all these all-stars coexisting. It doesn't always work like that, does it?
No, and I give a lot of credit to Steph Curry, a two-time league MVP, but he never lets his ego get the best of him. His good-natured calm and sense of serenity kind of set the tone and maybe balance a bit of what Draymond brings to the locker room.
And the first one drops.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
James Harden, he's checked in for Paul. So he gets them both. Now, here is Harden. He's got 9. Nene kicks to Green. On the wing, Gordon, defended by Bell. Gordon dishes to Nene. Now, here's Tucker, defended by Durant. 5 on the clock. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I just love the activity, a fireball of energy. Tucker earning himself a trip to the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
No, make no mistake, guys. One of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
And the Rockets making a change here. Ennis is checked in. And Golden State also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. Both free throws good from Tucker.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Iguodala right side. Durant drawing the double team. Curry. It's rebounded by Houston. Gordon's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside, Tucker finds Harden. Shoots over Curry. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
Well, that miss, to me, created because of Steph Curry's defense. This guy is doing enough to influence the shot.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Great half from Steph Curry. He may be a little guy, but his toughness is underrated. Has the great skill, the shooting range, the swag, but also goes hard to the rim. Doesn't dunk a lot, but he will also set solid screen. He's more physical than people think.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that high a percentage, Guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on the defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great landscape. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Greg, there's no doubt. This guy has been superb at moving the ball and getting all of his guys going on the offensive end.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. A 12-point game. Over on the wings, it's Harden paired with Melo. Clint Capella is out there with Chris, and it's Gordon in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Harden can't hit.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Here's Thompson. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Thompson's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Warriors. Thompson against Harden. Outside Anthony. Off target from outside.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Now here's Curry. And it goes down 2 points.
You know, you'd think it would be easy to throw a player like Curry off his shot because of the size, but somehow, some way, this guy figures it out.
The Warriors have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Paul's checked in for Gordon. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Harden with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here is Harden, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And the Rockets with possession here, trailing by 17. Here's Paul. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Paul's got 13 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Durant against Anthony. Here's Thompson. Back to Durant. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Durant for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Anthony taking his time here. The pass to Paul. Dishes to Harden. To the inside. Warriors with the rebound. Bell's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's Curry outside.
That's his first personal foul.
Rockets trail by 15. Now Harden. 9 points in the game so far. And here is Paul. He kicks it to Capella. The 3 from Harden. Buries it from 3-point range. 12 points for him.
And doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
The shot by Thompson, no good. The Rockets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Jones against Paul. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Warriors leading by 12. Durant kicks to Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Anthony. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight.
That's one of the qualities you just love watching. I mean, Melo rises and fires, drops the J pretty much whenever he sees a little bit of space.
Thompson outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Thompson's got 16 points.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him that. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
Now a timeout called by Houston. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
It's stolen by Jones. From about 16, and there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Jones. And it's now 23 points for Steph Curry. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. 15-point game. Outside Anthony. Good on the triple. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, guys, looking at Melo's career, he turned into a much better three-point shooter in the latter stages of his career.
You know, when Chris Paul came to the Rockets, a lot of people questioned if he and James Harden would be able to share the ball. Both known for being ball-dominant guards, I think you'd have to say it's worked out pretty well.
Here's Paul. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Here's the three. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Anthony.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Curry passes to Bell, and it's good for 2. He has 6. And I think Chris Paul never comfortable with that ball-dominant label, Greg. He never played with another guard who could create, certainly on the level of Harden.
No doubt about it. I mean, Mo P, J.J. Redick, guys who were great shooters, but really more off-the-ball players. Chris needed to be that kind of a playmaker, but with Harden, he has someone just as gifted at creating baskets for himself and others.
You know, Greg, you hear that since Kevin Durant moved to the Bay Area, he's wasted no time making connections and investments in Silicon Valley.
It's interesting. He's reined in his endorsements by over half, but he's so inquisitive. I think meeting these tech luminaries and learning from them was part of the allure of the Golden State.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
I think Kevin Durant, it's obvious how much passion and pride he takes in playing the game at the highest level. It is such an honor watching this guy work.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors, Jerebko comes in for Jordan Bell, and Quinn Cook subbed in for Steph Curry. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Rockets trail by 15. Harden with it. He's got 12. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And the three off target. The Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Now the feed to Durant. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Well, we know he's got takeover ability, and Kevin Durant is cooking right now.
Harden finds Capella. Ball against Jones. Stolen by Thompson. The 19-foot shot. Durant. That's good. Durant's got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Now here's Paul. Defense is right there. They need this. And the layup is up and in. Paul's got 15.
Beautiful stuff from CP3, figuring out every single way to exploit the weakness of the defense.
Cook kicks to Thompson. Passes to Urebko. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Well, that's where you see the IQ of Klay Thompson, a step ahead of everyone else. A beautiful delivery.
Harden, that's good.
Leave him open from mid-range like that, and there's not much doubt he'll knock it down. Come on, guys, you got to think.
Here's Thompson. Chris with the rebound.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Paul passes to Harden. It's good from long range. Harden's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Rockets.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Well, it is all about the three ball nowadays in the NBA. And when he's hitting from there, it's going to make things very tough on the defense.
And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And the first one drops.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris. James Ennis, he'll check in for Carmelo Anthony. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. And then for Golden State, Andre Iguodala is checked in for Jones. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Houston. They trail by 16. Pulls up on the wing, and Houston again with the bucket.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
Well, a break on the floor, so let's talk about the league's small forwards, shall we, for a second, and see which of them have led the league in free throw shooting this season. Kevin Durant, number one.
And most impressive is that he's done it in the first quarter, in the clutch, whenever, as consistent as they come.
Stolen by Tucker. And here we go, Paul heading to the hoop. He can't get that one, and Golden State will go the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Cans it from downtown.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
Feeds it to Tucker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Cook kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Jerebko. Golden State moving the ball around. Livingston with it. He's against Gordon. And it's Golden State with another.
Boy, how crafty is Sean Livingston getting into space in the mid-range. This is his game right here.
Now here's Gordon. He's covered by Livingston. Nene dishes to Paul. Gordon for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And taken away by Paul. Now here's Ennis. Defense right on him. Outside Gordon. Ennis with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Ennis passes to Tucker. Over Cook. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Urebko kicks to Cook. Iguodala dishes to Cook.
James Ennis.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
For Golden State. Quinn Cook. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. He's off on the second. Rockets trail by 15. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. And the 3 off target.
Boy, all sorts of space around him. If he can't hit those, the defense not going to worry too much about him.
Durant, the pass to Cook. Iguodala outside. Pass to Durant. Fires for 3. Rebound by Ennis.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Nene outside. Now here's Ennis. Defended by Jerebko. It's good.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
In the corner, Cook with it. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Ennis. Guarded closely. Over in the corner, Green. Wing shot on the way. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Green's got his third basket of the night right there. Cook kicks to Iguodala. Jerebko dishes to Iguodala. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nene.
And looking at some numbers for Andre Iguodala. How last month turned out for him, he's averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Now here's Durant. 26 points for him. And again, no good by Golden State. 1:05 left in the third. Now here's Green. Shot clock at 5. And it's Green slamming it down.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time.
That's his first personal foul at the line for the Warriors. Quinn Cook at the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Cook. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. And the Warriors also making a change. Jordan Bell's checked in for Jerebko. And so Cook nails both of them. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Now here's Ennis. Not a lot of room. Outside Gordon. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Gordon's got 5.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Here's Iguodala. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Iguodala's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Gordon. He's covered by Livingston. The 3-ball. No good there.
Well, this is the long reach of Sean Livingston. He is able to get into the space of shooters and really impede their ability to take a good shot.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 10. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Warriors leading by 10. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Iguodala and Durant hold down the forward spots. Livingston is out there with Curry, and it's Bell in at the center position. Now here's Iguodala. 6 on the shot clock.
When you look at the frame of Andre Iguodala, you know this guy is unafraid of contact.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, the veteran leadership, the unselfish attitude, and the versatility of Andre Iguodala, to me, this guy is excellent at whatever is asked of him.
And he makes both free throws. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. A 12-point game. Harden outside. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. And it's the Rockets with the ball. They grab their own miss, and the dunk by Capella.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
He's so very quick to convert off the miss, and usually with authority.
Here's Livingston following the score by Houston. That shot off. Some solid defense there by Nene. And there's the pass to Green. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Andre Iguodala.
At the line for your Rockets, Joe Green. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Green. And both free throws good for Green. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. To the paint. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Well, the IQ is just off the charts for Steph Curry. He senses when the defense has left someone open, and I guarantee you he will put it on time and on target.
Damian Jones is checked in for Durant.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
The free throw drops for Bell. Doris, with Jordan Bell comes a highlight reel dunk waiting to happen.
You never know what could happen in transition with the tremendously athletic Jordan Bell. This guy's a high flyer, big-time fan favorite, and I love that despite the flash in his game, this guy is a grounded, high-character individual.
And the shot goes in, and the Warriors lead by 13.
I'll tell you, that's a graceful finish. Not just any old layup, the teardrop.
Harden finds Gordon. Back to Harden.
Golden State foul.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Nene.
That's his second personal foul. Checking in for your Rockets, Marquise Chris.
On defense, the Warriors. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The 11-footer, no good that time, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Livingston passes to Iguodala, and it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Rockets making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. With the teardrop, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Boy, Thompson keeps his composure through the contact. If you're going to foul him, it better be done right because you don't want to give him this and one. Well, pretty amazing to have a collection of shooters like Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant all together on the same team. We're talking about 3 of the league's best shooters ever in the history of the league. People try to rank these guys against each other, guys.
One shot.
Well, if you go by Andre Iguodala, he once called Klay Thompson the best shooter on the planet.
Well, if there's a player that should know, Andre Iguodala would be there. He's had to defend the primary scorers across the NBA, and I'm sure he and Klay have gone at it in practice. And there's no doubt, guys, Klay is spectacular. He has many, many great years ahead of him, provided his health stays good.
Iguodala outside. Kicks it to Jones.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
Damian Jones taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. But he stays with it. It's Curry outside. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Gordon kicks to Harden. And hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. Harden's got 19 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
It's Curry outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Thompson in the corner. Offline with his 3. Rockets trail by 21. Outside Anthony. Probably no surprise, Doris. Fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So should the league do anything to perhaps cut down on trips to the free throw line?
You know what, Kevin? I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be fewer trips to the charity stripe. I don't like the hack-up player strategy, and I think that we've taken a good first step toward correcting that particular issue. But right now, I like the way the game is played in terms of officiating. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is take away those intentional fouls that are prohibiting fast break basketball.
And here's Jones after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Iguodala finds Curry. Out to Thompson. Another shot, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Can we remember that Klay Thompson once put 37 in a single 12-minute stretch of NBA basketball? We know he can fill it up.
Now here's Gordon. The three from Harden. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. And Curry has it in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 35 points for Steph Curry.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Capella. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
How good is that pass? Certainly makes the offensive opportunity easy.
Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 37.
Well, this to me is just a testament to the overall ability on the offensive end from Steph Curry. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior and has to face quality defense. He can still score it.
Now here's Harden. And it's Chris in the corner. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Curry looking it over. Again, Golden State.
This guy's trying to close this game out in style. He's not going to stop attacking until he's sure this win is in the books.
The three from Harden. Drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 22.
You hope that's a wake-up call for the defense, boys, because you give him that clean a look and it's over.
Bell dishes to Thompson, and it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. The G-League, Doris, growing roster of teams, introduced 2-way contracts last season. Is it safe to call it an official minor league at this point, do you think?
Well, I'm just going to say that I thought this was one of the best changes to the NBA last season. And you look at certain players who went back and forth between the G-League, and when they were up with the respective NBA team, they were a significant part of the rotation. Quinn Cook comes to mind. The NBA champion had a 2-way player in Quinn Cook who was a vital part of their G League and then becomes a vital part of their real-time success. To me, what a tremendous platform for player development, Kevin.
Yeah, the league has gotten it right with this. Knight lays it up off the glass.
Such great instincts off the dribble. Knight creating enough space to get that shot off.
On the wing, Thompson. Here's Looney. Out to Thompson. Passes it to Looney. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the tray. 26 points for Klay Thompson.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Knight passes to Hartenstein. Tucker with the ball. Looney on him. Tucker can't get it to go. And it's Cook with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Thompson is doubled. Cook kicks to Jerebko. Back to Cook. As basketball becomes more global, we continue to see veterans come from abroad and Doris make an impact as role players in the league.
You know what I love, Kevin, is great basketball players could come from any place in the world. And obviously, general managers now have got to expand their field of vision. They've got to have international scouting. But the NBA would be a lot less rich a place if we did not have Dirk Nowitzki, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, the unicorn in New York City, Kristaps Porzingis. I don't care where players come from. All I want to know is, can they play basketball? And if they can, I want to watch them.
And here is Carter Williams after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Knight wide open, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Now here's Jerebko to the paint. Shot's good by McKinney.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now Carter Williams. And here is Knight. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, he's got to compensate for that slender frame. So Knight attacks the interior with a high level of intensity and passion. Earns a trip to the stripe.
2-2.
First one falls for him. Doris, last year the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation views their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching.
Now, here's Jerebko. Pass to Looney. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
2 shots, gentlemen.
That's his first personal foul.
2.
At the line for the Warriors, Kevon Looney. 2 shots.
Two shots.
The first one falls. The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. That one is no good. Houston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. The drive by Green. Good D by Lee.
Well, it looks like he's going to get the easy 2 points, but the defense recovers just in time to effect it.
Here is Cook. He's guarded by Knight. Cook, the pass to Thompson. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Thompson's got 32 points in the game.
Thompson's so quick to pull the trigger. As soon as the ball hits his hands, he is ready to fire.
Lee against Green. Doris, this term +6 coming into the lexicon describes a player whose wingspan exceeds his height by at least 6 inches. I know you've heard that before.
Yeah, well, we can think of several players who fit this description of the +6. Electric young players like Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, the claw. The claw extends to his wingspan as well. And then Draymond Green, who in the fourth quarter defensively can seem like a player who's everywhere at every moment.
Free throw good, Green. Nene, he's checked in for Houston. And so he's able to get one of two. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. The dish to Cook. He kicks it to Lee. Golden State moving the ball around. Cook looking it over. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Green leading the charge. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Belly's checked in for the Warriors.
One shot, mind the lanes.
When it comes to building confidence, Doris, some people say playing one-on-ones in practice is a huge help. Is that something that you did when you were playing at Providence?
Kevin, I believe this could be the single greatest development tool for any individual player. If you start at the free throw line and play one-on-one against a player who's maybe slightly above your level or certainly at your level, and you limit that one-on-one from the free throw line to 2 dribbles or less, your skill set, I promise you, is going to develop. The other thing I would encourage young players to do is play 3-on-3 because it forces you to move and to cut and to screen and how to do those things properly if you're going to be effective. I love 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. It always helps you when you go back to the 5-on-5.
That's such great advice.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steph Curry.
Boy, with all the work he did at the offensive end, it seemed to me to take a toll on the defenders. They could neither match his energy nor his intensity.
And it's Houston's ball. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Green finds Nene. And Tucker has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, what is the key to the way you played tonight?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.